5 tips to better prepare yourself for paramedic school. Let's get into it. Hey guys, this is one of the more requested videos I've gotten. I want to go through 5 quick tips that I think will help better prepare you for paramedic school. Tip number 1, know the basics. Paramedic school builds off everything you learned in EMT school. So before you start your paramedic program, revisit your EMT skills and some of your assessments, and that's going to better prepare you down the road. Step number 2, get experience. I found it really helpful to work as an EMT for a year before going into my paramedic curriculum. It gave me a good real-world understanding of some of the concepts we were learning in paramedic school, and it also gave me realistic expectations going into the field of EMS as a profession. This is by no means a step you have to take, and I know plenty of good paramedics that went straight to paramedic school after EMT school, but I found it helpful to work beforehand. Step number 3, learn good study habits. Paramedic school is not hard in the sense that the concepts are very complicated, but it is very time consuming and you have a lot of knowledge being jammed down your throat all the time. So efficiency is key. If you have good study habits going into it, it's going to make your entire experience much better. I would also advise you find a good place to study, whether that's a library, a secluded office, and make sure your family knows what you're going to have to go through for the next year to 2 years. Step number 4, and people might disagree with me on this one a little bit, but I think it's important to take an anatomy and physiology course prior to entering your paramedic schooling. Since paramedic school is so fast-paced, although they will teach you anatomy and physiology during the course, it's going to be a lot easier to internalize if you've already taken an anatomy and physiology course beforehand. So I think it's very important to have that base that you can build in paramedic school, and then you know a little bit more of the why behind the what. A lot of paramedic schools are actually requiring you take an anatomy and physiology course prior to entering their program. If money might be an issue for you, you can always look at auditing a course instead of taking it for credit. This is always a good option. And the 5th and final tip I have for you is get your life in order before entering paramedic school. It is very time consuming, it can be very frustrating at times, and you're going to be gone most of the week, and in my case I was gone weekends and nights doing clinical rotations to get through it that much faster. So make sure that everybody around you knows what the expectations are. Make sure you don't have a lot of family drama lingering, and just prepare yourself for the next year and a half and commit yourself to that. So there you have it, guys. 5 tips for preparing yourself for paramedic school. These are not all the tips out there. I'm sure everybody has their own little things they think would help prepare you. If you have one of those things or you think I forgot something, leave it in the comments down below. I appreciate your interaction. And a huge thank you to everybody that subscribed to my channel. About 2 months ago, we were at 100 subscribers, and now we're almost at 1,400, which has absolutely blown my mind. I really appreciate the support, and I will see you next week.
722, go ahead.